Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about transform element in Salesforce Flow. So transform element is a newest feature in the Salesforce Flow. So it's basically enables the streamlined data mapping and transformation with different data types in the flow. Specifically, we can find this transform element in the screen flows, auto launch flow, and record triggered flow. So I'll be discussing today about that transform element in the flow, and I'll be creating one use case, and I'll be discussing a real-time project oriented use case that will be very helpful to you guys. And that's all. And before get started, please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. And so let me just talk about this transform element. So on clicking on this add element, I can just find this transform element. So transform element basically used for the data mappings, and we can just apply different formulas as well using this transform element. So it's basically eliminates like multiple loops and assignment element. And if I just compare, means for this flow that I created using this transform element, and if I just compare with the my another flow in which I have used like flow loop elements and assignment elements, and you can see there are a lot of elements are there, but using this transform we can just eliminate all these loop element, assignment elements, multiple assignment elements, and we can just use one element like transform element to do all our task, right? So I'll be discussing this use case. So basically then what are the key functions for this transform element? Like it will be used for data mapping, data transformation, like applying formulas to adjust, calculate or reformat field values during mapping with compatibility for primitive and collection data types. We can use aggregate calculations as well, like using that aggregator functions like sum, count, those kind of things we can do. And we can do for different flexible output like single or collection variables to store the transform output to support the clean data. And that's all the use cases for the transform element. And let me just talk about the flow in which I have used the loop element, and I will just use the transform element to eliminate all this loop and assignment element. So let me just close this win tab, and let me discuss this flow. And I have created this scenario or the use case earlier, like whenever a opportunity record is getting updated and the opportunity stage is being set to the stage closed on, then we are just creating a new cloned opportunity. And during the creation of the new opportunity, all of the line items available, like product line items, means opportunity line items, that are the opportunity products. So those opportunity products will be copied over into the new opportunity record that we are getting, that we are creating. And the new opportunity information, like that opportunity ID, will be stored in this related opportunity field in the parent or the original opportunity, right? Those kind of use case we have seen, and I will be just adding those tutorial links in this YouTube description. Please check them out. And in here the triggering point is the opportunity. Whenever this opportunity is getting updated and the stage is like closed on, then just with the help of this create records, I am just creating a new opportunity with all the required fields. And if the opportunity having line items, I am just fetching them out like based on the opportunity ID. It's getting checked with the opportunity products. If the opportunity ID present for those, then I'm just getting those line items into these get records. And in the decision, just checking if there are any line items for the parent opportunity. And if this get records is not null, then just looping through the line items and just created this opportunity where to store all the line item information. And finally in the collection where just storing all the opportunity line item records. And finally in the create records, create line items, just storing this record collection as the opportunity line items, and to create the line item records in for the newly created opportunity. So I have detailed step by step creation of this use case in other tutorial. Please check them out. So for this today, I'll be just removing these loop elements and assignment elements to use a transform element, so that that will be more feasible or more optimized way to use that transform element. So I'll be just creating a new version of this flow, and let me just create a new version by clicking on this save as new version. So our new version got created, and I'll be just removing all of the stuffs let me just remove loop element. Okay, first of all we just need to remove this collection as well. Okay, in here in the collection, while creating the new records, we need to pass this record collection as the transform element name, right? So I'll be just putting after the creating the transform element, and let me just add the new transform element here. So from the add element, I'll be just searching for the transform, and I'll be just adding the transform element. I'll be providing the name like transform of line items, and basically we can just map our respective data, and we can see map your data, the flow transform the source data to the target data, select the resources such as output from actions, record variables, or apex defined variables. In the source data we need to find all those, we can add multiple source data, right? And in the target data, for our case the target data will be opportunity line item, since we are just creating new opportunity line items records. Whenever a new opportunity is getting created, we are just copying all the opportunity line item records of the parent opportunity in the newly created opportunity, right? So in the source data we need to just pass this get parent of line items. So with this element we can find all the line items records for the parent opportunity. So let me just add this resource first as a source data. So let me add get parent, get parent, this one. So get parent of line items, and we can see all the opportunity line item objects fields are available, right? And and in here in the target data I need to just select the data type as record, since we are just we need to create this record, and the number of line items could be multiple, right? One, since the parent opportunity can contain more than one line items. And in the object we need to search for opportunity product, and the opportunity products object API name is opportunity line item. And I'll be just, after choosing this object I need to just click on this create. So it will create this structure with all the fields of the opportunity line items. Now what we need to do, we need to just map all the fields that we need to just need to be populated within the newly created opportunity line items. So these are the field values will be copied over while creating this new line items record, right? So let me just map this price book entry ID first, then we can just map this quantity. So I just need to click on this and just we can map. So on clicking on this total price I can just map with the total price. And if in order to just, if we need to just delete this map, we can just click on this cell, and we can see this delete icon. On clicking on this delete icon I can just remove this map as well. So this is how we can just remove maps. So this is how we can just simply map. So I have just mapped like our price book entry ID, quantity, and total price. So these are the three fields I just map. And another field we need to map, like whenever a new opportunity line items is getting created, then what should be the opportunity ID for those opportunity line items. This can't be the parent opportunity ID, so this ID can't be mapped with opportunity ID, right? Then these opportunity line items will be added with the original parent opportunity. So that is why we need to just pass this newly create a new cloned opportunity. So we are creating a new cloned opportunity, right? The new opportunity we are creating, so that information we need to add as a source data, and that opportunity ID needs to be used to be mapped with the target data opportunity ID. So I'll be just adding this source data, like create a cloned opportunity, and we can see that this one is added. So this is accord icon, I can just click on it, and this will be collapsed, and we can see this another source data is getting added, and we can see another add source is also available. That is why we can understand we can add multiple source data as well for this transform element, which is very good. And now this create a cloned opportunity contains the opportunity ID. So this opportunity ID needs to be mapped with the opportunity line items opportunity ID, right? So those line items are getting created for the for getting created, so that all those line items will be opportunity ID will be the created cloned opportunity ID. So that is why we can just simply copy all the line items of the parent opportunity records into the newly created opportunity. So this is how our map looks like, and in here we can just add like formulas as well. Like in here, if I just for the demo purpose, if I show like description, I am just adding, and on clicking on this cell we can see this fx formula option is also there, and we can add our respective formulas as well from here, like, right? So this is how we can just use this formula. And just let me add this test, or just not this one. Let me just add a simple formula like today. Formula expression is invalid, formula result is data type date, that is incompatible with the date type text. Okay, so let me make it text then. So for the just for checking, I am just adding a simple formula like this date will be stored as a description. So this is how the thing is that I am just trying to show how to add this formula for this transform element, right? So this formula, whenever the line items will be created, this today's date as a text will be stored in the description of those line item records. So now our mappings and all are done, and I can just quickly save this one. Okay, before saving on this create line items, I just need to pass the transform element uh, right? So as a record collection. So now our flow is completed. So we have just removed all the loop elements and assignment elements by replacing with all of the elements with the transform element. So this is how we can just simply use this transform element. And let me just debug this one quickly, and I'll be just activating after that. So there are no issues, and let me just check this transform element, and I can see the line item records are getting created in the debug. So let me just activate this one, And from the opportunity records, this opportunity is in qualification status. So uh, and I can just update the stage. Let me just make it closed on. And there are two line items for this parent opportunity. So the newly created opportunity should contains two line items. So let me just update this stage with the closed on stage, and on clicking on this save we can see that this is closed on, and our this newly new opportunity cloned opportunity is just got created. And I can see the opportunity line item records are also available. And in the line item description, the formula that I added as a demo purpose, that is also showing as a text. So this is how we can just simply, let me just open the another element as well. So it contains also the formula for today's date. And so this is how we can just simply this transform element in the Salesforce flow. And the transform element is available, right, as I mentioned, in the screen flow. It's available in auto launch flow, record triggered flow. So this is the part one of the transform element. I'll be adding more tutorials and use cases for this transform element as well. So please stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. I'll be adding more tutorials on Salesforce and Omni Studio topics. So thanks for watching.